Hi everyone, welcome to day 1 of the Clean Eating Challenge group. Today I'm going to be discussing the Clean Eating Commandments. You can find these in the Files tab and print those out and hang them up somewhere if you want to refer to them. So, Clean Eating Commandment number 1, eat more. I know. You're going to be trying to transition from 3 big meals to 5 to 6 smaller meals throughout the day. Maybe you're already doing that, which is awesome. Space those meals out 2 to 3 hours apart. Typically, I have my breakfast around 7, and then so 3 hours from there, 10, and then 1, 4, and then 7. You want to try to eat, as in number 2, eat about an hour after you wake up, within that hour. That stimulates your metabolism, along with spacing out your meals. And then when you count your 3 hour, every 3 hours you eat, and say you end at 7 with dinner, or 6, or whatever, make sure that when you thinking about your bedtime, you want to go backwards 3 hours. So if you typically go to bed at 10 o'clock, try not to eat past 7 o'clock. Just as a general rule. Okay, so I've covered 1 and 2 with that. Number 3, avoid white sugar, alcohol, and artificial sweeteners. That's kind of self-explanatory, but those are those added sugars that we see on the nutrition labels, like the dextrose and the fructose and the sucrose, all those roses. Try to avoid those. Number 4, eat a combination of lean protein and complex carbohydrates. An example would be an apple paired with nuts for a snack. You want to get your complex carbohydrates with your fruit, and then put it with a lean protein of a nut. Some other examples of your proteins include eggs, fish, beans, quinoa, hummus, which is made from the chickpeas. Some complex carbohydrates, those are your high fiber ones that help with digestion, and that's your fruits and vegetables. Then you also have starchy vegetables like potatoes and sweet potatoes. You don't need as many of those, but definitely increase your fruits and vegetable intake. When I talk about carbohydrates, I'm not talking about the flours and the sugars. Those are not the carbohydrates we want to focus on. Just the ones that you find in the fruits and vegetables. Okay, number 5, eat a sufficient amount of healthy fats every day. I know we see the word fat and we cringe, but I'm talking about like the avocados and the nuts and the seeds, the extra virgin olive oil that you can use for cooking, or the coconut oil, those kind of fats. You still want to have those because your brain actually needs them for development. Okay, number 6, drink 2 to 3 liters of water each day. And that goes back to the original posts I have about water, your water intake. And 2 to 3 liters is roughly 60 to 90 calories, 60 to 90 ounces. And so if you take your body weight and cut it in half, that's how many ounces I encourage you to start drinking daily. Number 6. That was number 6. Number 7, carry a cooler packed with clean foods each day. Now that could apply to you if you're working outside the home, to pack your lunch and focus on your nutrient-dense foods. If you're planned, if you're prepared with a plan of knowing what to eat, that's going to keep you from going to the vending machine or ordering whatever, takeout. And we will talk about eating out later in the week and making good choices there. But you definitely, if you're taking your lunch, you're the one that's in charge of that, and you can focus on nutrient-dense foods for that. Number 8, depend on fresh fruits and vegetables for fiber, vitamins, nutrients, and enzymes. And that's the focus of clean eating, is sticking to the whole foods and fruits and vegetables and your meats. Number 9, adhere to proper portion sizes. Don't oversize your meals. And that's portion control, basically. Now, you're thinking, well, I have to eat less, I'm going to be hungry. Actually, when you're eating the whole foods and the clean foods, you're not going to be hungry. You'll be eating less, but you'll be eating the stuff that's chock full of nutrients that will keep you fuller longer. Number 10, eat only foods that have not been overly processed or doused in chemicals, trans fats, or toxins. So this would require you to look at nutrition labels, or the ingredient list, I should say. If there's a lot of ingredients, and especially words that you cannot pronounce, steer away from those foods. The less ingredients, the better, because that tells you that there's only the actual food or whatever is in there, not all this added stuff. Now, when you're thinking about clean eating and smaller portions and stuff and your hunger, so think about when you get hungry. Ask yourself if you're really hungry, or because it could be emotional eating, and we'll get more into this, but as a rule of thumb, just think, are you irritable? Is your stomach starting to growl? Or if you're losing focus, those are real signs of hunger. But if you can't answer yes to those things, then turn around, get away from the refrigerator or the pantry, grab a glass of water. Drink water when you think you're hungry. But if you're showing those signs of real hunger, go ahead and eat. So, okay, and just remember with these clean eating commandments, they're just a guideline. It's not, I mean, there's more to clean eating that you maybe have researched, but if you just kind of stick with these for now and start small, then you can slowly make that lifestyle change. Okay, thanks for joining me on day 1. Your assignment for today is to take the commandment list, choose one of the commandments that you're going to focus on this week, and leave that in a comment below. Okay, have a great day.